Hades 2 update in Supergiant Discord. It looks like, whoa. Hades 2 development update. Back when we first revealed Hades 2 at the Game Awards in 2022, we said to expect more info on our early access plans in 2023. It's time to shed some light on those plans. All right. Okay. All right. We can now confirm we're planning for Hades 2 to launch in early access in Q2 of 2024. Wow. We'll have more details on the exact date, pricing, and system requirements closer to that time. Thank you for your patience as we gear up for this launch. You may be wondering why we can't launch in early access right now. The game looked pretty far along in the first trailer. The reason is Hades 2 will have at least as much content from day one in early access as the original game did back when it launched in early access on Steam. Even though early access inherently means a game is not yet complete, we still want to do everything we can to make sure Hades 2 is worth your while as soon as you play it in any capacity. We've updated the Hades 2 FAQ with the latest details. Note this is an abridged version of our update. You can read the full version here. Okay. So wait a minute. What are they trying to say here exactly? Hades 2 will have at least as much content from day one in early access as the original game did back when it launched in early access on Steam. Oh, okay, I understand. So they're saying that the start of Hades 2 early access will have as much content as about halfway through Hades 1 early access, roughly. Yeah, almost like 9 to 10 months. Yeah, no, actually, yeah, a full year's worth of content, essentially. So yeah, it's kind of what we semi-predicted, which is that Hades 2 will probably have a shorter early access window, or at least we'll start off further along, right, chat? Let's read, shall we, chat? Because there's more to be seen here. Prior to that, the Hades 2 technical test, also in Q2 of 2024, shortly before we launch in early access, we're going to run a technical test with a limited sample of players. The purpose of this test will be to find and solve any technical or compatibility issues we might have missed to ensure anyone who tries Hades 2 in early access can have a smooth play experience. To that end, this technical test will contain much less content than what's in store for the early access launch, and will likely be limited only to a relatively small subset of players who express interest in participating. We'll announce more details about the Hades 2 technical test closer to when it's ready. Okay, prepare to sign up, right, chat? Usually for these technical tests, what they like to do is actually sign up people who have like really shitty computers, kind of, right? I think if you'll fill out a form that says what kind of like computer, processor, GPU you have, and usually the worse your build is, the more likely they are to sign you up because they want to test the game on, you know, bad. They don't care if you got a 4090. You know what I'm saying? More about early access and beyond. Early access was vitally important to the entire idea behind the original Hades. We decided it would be an early access game before deciding literally anything else about it, such as the underworld setting. We've approached development of Hades 2 knowing early access will be no less important this time, though now knowing a bit more of what to expect from early access development, as well as more about what a Hades game needs to be. We believe the time frame we're planning for will be the sweet spot where the game is far enough along that player feedback won't mostly consist of stuff we already know isn't there yet, but isn't so far along that it's too late in development for us to act on the feedback that we receive. Okay, nothing really that earth-shattering here, just saying that, oh, whoops. Just saying that early access is still going to be important to them. That's definitely still happening. I imagine it will be more about balancing than about adding like big features based on feedback. You know what I mean? What do you think, chat? Similar to how we approached early access with the original, following our Hades 2 early access launch, we'll have several major updates adding the rest of the game's core content and refining what's there based on player feedback. The story will expand with each update as we introduce more characters and deepen relationships with existing ones. This process will culminate in our version 1.0 launch, which will feature the conclusion to the story and any other finishing touches. We don't know we don't yet know exactly how long it will take us to get to version 1.0 of Hades 2, as our experience developing in early access has taught us, among many things, to expect the unexpected. For now, our focus is to keep building building core content, environments, characters, weapons, boons, story events, music, and more, as we gear up for our technical test and early access launch in Q2 this coming year. Thank you again for your patience and support as we work to ensure our first sequel meets our standards, and hopefully yours too. They were very careful about the wordings here, I feel. Right? I don't think they really unveiled practically anything. Would you agree? So the technical test, I've been a part of one other technical test for a game, and I had to sign an NDA for it. Meaning, and there were rules that said I'm not allowed to show this, I'm not allowed to show that. Like literally not allowed to show anything about the game, and I think I wasn't even necessarily supposed to discuss it. Yeah, that's the big question. Will the technical test allow us to showcase it? I mean, I'll play either way. If they want to ship it, if they want to let me have it, and I have to sign an NDA saying I won't show it, I'll still do it, of course. You know what I mean? Are you even allowed to say you've been selected? It just really depends, I think. Have they set a date for me to go record my in-game voices? You mean for Hera?
We don't know yet exactly how long it will take for us to get to 1.0 of Hades 2.
Glad we finally got some news. So yeah, my overall reaction to this, I'm just extremely happy that we got something to let us know, to give us a time frame. And I'm gonna be really happy with whatever we get, whenever we get it. You know what I mean? And just being able to have that breath of fresh air and not necessarily having to guess the launch date, you know, every other week and stuff like that. It's much more convenient for myself. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to get something. I really thought it was just gonna click this year, and that was based purely on the fact that just how long it's been since Hades 1 came out, right? Depends on how big Hades 2 is. I was kind of hoping they'd tease out a little something else here at this point too. You know, give us another character, give us a weapon. Not even a trailer, but just like, hey, here's this, here's that. It would be nice to get like little teasers every couple months or something like that about the game, but looks like nothing, unfortunately. And then rotation angle 360 at the end. Okay, how does that look? Hades 2 development update. Back when we first revealed Hades 2 at the Game Awards in 2022, we said to expect